And we're here back with 9:53 left to go in their first quarter. Stratford Academy has just scored to make it 6-0 as they line up for the extra point. This is Mike Frost on the call here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live with Paxton Holloway doing color, Ricky Rogers producing the show today. What you looking for today here, Paxton?
You know, the big news story is starting running back for Stratford. He went down. Had a bad injury, season injury ending. So I'm looking for this backup, this freshman that there's so much talk about to really bust loose and break open here in this game and just show promising signs of what's to come in the future.
Yeah, so I'm looking to see here. I talked to some of the coaches from Stratford beforehand. It was Aaron Jefferson, I believe, is the freshman coming in at running back for Stratford. And it looks like they're going to, he said it's not going to affect the offense much. It looks like it hasn't so far. 2 minutes, 7 seconds into the game, Stratford Academy is already up a touchdown here.
Yeah, and
Calvary Christian.
a team that's usually so strong on the running game because of that strength in the running back. They just took to the air big time on that drive and had plenty of success. I mean, broke off a big one right down here near us, got to about the 30-yard line, and then had another big pass right after. So,
Yeah, and that's what we're going to look forward to. You got two of the main stars coming into tonight for both Calvary and Stratford are getting out today. Right now for Stratford today, I believe it's Tyler Stevens, the running back, tore his ACL last week. He's got 1,300 yards rushing on the season and 20 touchdowns. That's a huge blow right there. And for Calvary, you've got Jamar Williams out, who's their all-around guy as far as on offense, both rushing and receiving. As he's got 2 touchdowns rushing, another 6 receiving, and he's got a couple returns. We saw him get a big return a couple weeks ago against Brookstone. That was their lone score of the game till late in the fourth quarter. So 2 big weapons on both sides of the ball. Let's see who can recover better, who's got the game plan better here. So far, Stratford with a quick score. Let's see what Calvary's got to answer them right here.
and I expect for a very similar type look of drive there for Calvary coming up. Braxton Wilkinson, we know, superstar quarterback. I mean, just makes magic happen with his throws, but he's really going to have to respond losing Jamar Williams.
Yeah, that's a huge blow right here. As they kick the ball off, it's going to be taken back near the 10, taken up to about the 27, 28-yard line. That's where Calvary's going to start things off here with 9:46 to go here in the first quarter.
And immediately on the kickoff, Jamar Williams' presence not felt there. Usually he's their return man, and we've seen plenty of times here he can break them off. So
yeah, he's a big threat out there on the offensive side for the Knights. So they're definitely going to miss him tonight. Let's see what they try to do to make up for that loss right there, and try to see what kind of offensive game plan Coach Brunson and the Knights have for tonight. You got Braxton Wilkinson back at quarterback. You got one back in the gun. Twins to the right, one single wide out left here. Snap, quick throw to the left. Caught. Luke Scoggins on the catch, gets up to about the 39-yard line, 38-yard line. That's going to be a first down here, first play. 11-yard gain from Scoggins. This is his first game back in about 4 or 5 weeks. He had broken his wrist, just got cleared this week to play.
Yeah, and
get the ball to him.
He's an absolute weapon for Calvary. I mean, he's been multiple-time Ledger Enquirer Student Athlete of the Week. I mean, just an incredible receiver, and so hitting him back with the loss of Jamar Williams, that's going to be a huge plus for the Calvary offense.
Oh, exactly. He hadn't played since their 5-game winning streak basically ended. As Wilkinson hands the ball off there, he's taken back in the backfield, loss of about 2. Let's see if they try to recover from that there. That was Caleb Lewis on the carry.
Strange to me that Nate Stokes hasn't been in the backfield just yet. I mean, it's still real early, but he's a big time power back. Has a few touchdowns on the year as well.
Oh yeah, he's a good weapon out of the backfield. Let's see. I'm sure we'll see him at some point. I don't know if they're wanting to rest him on defense since they just got off the field. But trips right. Wilkinson steps back, looks left again. Scoggins going down the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds before the ball can even get to him. It's going to be an incomplete pass, setting up about 3rd and 12 now for the Calvary Knights.
Yeah, and I love this play calling so far from Calvary. Just let your star quarterback eat. Let him get as many reps as he can, because to keep up with this Stratford offense and this Stratford air raid offense that we just saw that they are capable of doing, Calvary's going to have to match it. They're going to have to. It's not going to be a whole lot of running this game. I believe we're going to see a whole lot of yards through the air.
Oh, yeah, it's going to have to be something on offense for them to come out in an explosion because, like we said earlier, Stratford known for their running the ball with a senior who's injured now, so they're changing it up with a little air raid on that first drive. Got in the end zone quick here. Looks like an unexpected snap that goes back to about the 20-yard line where it'll be down there. Wilkinson wasn't looking for the ball. Looks like he was looking to make an audible back there, looking to the sideline for a call. Center thought he heard something he didn't. Snapped the ball back. Now it's going to be 4th down. Set him back at the 20-yard line. That'll make it about 4th and 28 here. You can expect the punt team at this point.
Oh, absolutely. And this is really what's going to kill Calvary tonight is the mistakes. They've got to really limit their mistakes, their penalties that they get this game to be able to keep up. But I mean, these are drive killers right here. You know, a bobbled snap or mishandled really just early, that'll kill you. It doesn't matter who you are.
Oh yeah, and even if you're at home, you have to play an A+ game to beat a team like Stratford, who comes in 7-2 on the season. One of their main losses coming to a John Miller's Academy team, who was a dominant powerhouse in AAA and the GIAA. So, whose only other loss to them was Athens Academy, another dominant. So I mean, it's going to be hard. They can't have mistakes like that if they want to stay in this one. Looks like we got a timeout. With that, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And the punt's off. We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Again, we'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola Credit Union, Houston Clinic. It's also the Carroll Purdue first quarter here, State Farm. As we get ready here, as Stratford gets ready to take their second drive of the game here. They'll start at the 43-yard line after that punt of about 37 yards. As the return man just fell down on it to make sure he got it. No muff on that one. He was making sure of that one. Stratford lines up in the gun. 2 H-backs on the right side. Tucker Johnson looks to throw. Straight downfield, down the left sideline. Incomplete as it falls to the ground. He's defended. Great man coverage down there on that right sideline there.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing early on here, Stratford just trying to air it out and get up quick and walk out of this game with an easy dub. Calvary, though, those DBs are about to have a long night if this is what they're in for.
Oh, yeah. And Johnson, they throw some, but another one, big play up the middle. Big player on defense by Peyton Seville. And Darnell Hamilton get back there, of course. Darnell Hamilton, he's a force on that defensive front for Calvary. We've seen him a couple games so far this year. The kid's 110 no matter what the score is, what time the clock is showing. Darnell Hamilton's all over the field as a defensive tackle. It's rare you can say a defensive tackle sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
But now we'll set up here 3rd and 9 for Stratford from the 44-yard line. They got twins to the left. They got twins to the right over here in tight. Johnson steps back to throw, looks to the left. He's going to be taken down to the backfield. Big sack that calls 4th down now. Jack Evans, the 6'4" senior, getting back there and stopping Johnson in the backfield for a huge sack. That sets them back to about the 37-yard line. So we'll see 4th and 16 coming up. Stratford Academy. Calvary calls them to punt on that one.
And, Mike, this Calvary defense has some dogs on it. I mean, we hit on Darnell. We just saw Jack Evans. We saw Peyton Seville. You've also got Nate Osborne. You've got some elite DBs back there. So, I mean, just all around the field, that defense it's amazing, really.
Oh, yeah, they showed it on that drive, being able to come back after the opening drive where Stratford took it down the field. That's going to be a short punt. It's going to end up at about the 33-yard line for Calvary after the punt from George Dunn, able to get it over there. And that's where Calvary's going to start here. 5:39 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 still Stratford. Let's see if Calvary has an answer on offense as Braxton Wilkinson comes out onto the field. They break the huddle there. A lot of two-way players for Calvary as well. You'll see that on the front and in the backfield as far as skill players. But they come out there in the gun. Semi-pistol set. Trips to the right. One single wide out to the left for Calvary here on the 34. Wilkinson takes a snap. Pitched over to Lewis. Goes around the right side. Breaks the tackle in the backfield. Gets upfield towards the sideline. Looks like there may have been a late hit on that one as well. As Lewis got out of bounds. Would have been a gain of about 1. After he broke one in the backfield there, let's see what the call is officially going to be here from the referee. As Mr. White Hat makes his way out towards the center of the field. And it will be a personal foul against Stratford, so that'll be another 15 yards for Calvary. So a 1-yard gain turns into 16. You can't hate that right now for Calvary to start this drive off.
Again, it's like I said in Calvary's last drive at the end there. The penalties, the ones that are so easy to prevent, it just is discipline, really. Like you just said, that's 1 yard into 15 more. That's a 16-yard gain on a run, 1 yard carry. So that ultimately, whoever is able to be more disciplined, that's who's going to be on top here at the end.
Yeah, it's going to take that, especially in a game between two playoff-bound teams. As they set back up in the gun here in the pistol formation. Trips to the left this time. One single wide out to the right. Wilkinson making sure he gets the audible out to his receivers. Step back, little screen pass over there, caught in the backfield. Turning upfield, getting just across midfield there. Was Nate Stokes, the running back out wide, the 5'8" senior, able to get out there, across midfield for a 2-yard gain. That'll set up 2nd and 8 here for Calvary. Looks like they're trying to get Stratford to try and spread the defense out a little bit here, see what they can kind of get them play thin a little bit, and try to find something up the middle later on as they go trips back to the right again here. Motion. A little swing pass out left. Caught. And he'll be taken down about the 44-yard line. Another good game there by Jakari Harris. That'll get him up to be about 3rd and 3 now from the 44 for Calvary.
And that really is just a beautiful pass there from Wilkinson. I mean, just leading his receiver. The defense, you could see, they were shifting left and right. Really had no idea what to expect. But, I mean, like you just said, they're trying to spread out this defense. They're trying to be able to expand that playbook and keep them on their toes. But expect a Wilkinson deep throw here in just a minute, because it seems like that's what it's setting up for.
Oh, yeah, they like to say it's going to take a lot of discipline and motion to try to catch this disciplined defense for Stratford off guard. 3rd and 3 here. Wilkinson trips to the right. Hand off to Lewis. Breaks off left tackle. Breaks the tackle. Gets upfield. Another first down for Calvary as he gets to the 35-yard line of Stratford. Taken out of bounds there at the end. About the 37 referee line judge. Marked him about 2 yards back.
That was number 18, Cale Smith there, just pushing him out of bounds, doing all he could. Huge breakoff run there from Calvary, and now they're driving. They're getting into scoring territory here. So this score's probably not going to be 7-0 for too much time.
It could have been a play for a loss there. Lewis was able to break that tackle in the backfield on that off tackle to the left, and able to get upfield for the first down. Big play there to keep this drive going for the night so far. As they line back up, trips to the right outside again, out wide, single wide over here to the boundary. Hand off at the middle, Lewis. And he's going to cross the 35-yard line, gain of about 3 there. As they go up the middle, set up 2nd and 7 for Calvary, or 2nd and 2, sorry. The other line judge said, no, 35 on the dot. So,
and what's really impressing me about this Calvary offense right now is the fact that they did lose a key guy. We've hit on that plenty of times, but we're still seeing they have no problems moving the ball. I mean, they've got just so many studs on offense and defense alike. It's just getting that to roll and be consistent both sides of the ball every game.
And if you can get somebody like Hamilton Snow over at right tackle to really get like a gear in them, At 6'4", 330, there's not a whole lot of guys that can break the block of his. Wilkinson throws to the right. Out wide is going to be dropped there by Jakari Harris. Threw just a little bit ahead of him there, Paxton. He wasn't able to collect it as he was running on that little out route to the sideline. 3rd and long now for Calvary.
And I love that you brought up Hamilton Snow there. On the other side, you got Ellis Curry, who's another big boy up front. I mean, Braxton Wilkinson has some guys to really protect him and give him time in that pocket. And we've seen time and time again, if you give Wilkinson some time in the pocket, he's going to make you pay for it.
Oh, yeah, he can be a surgeon when he's got time back there. And then, of course, on the front, we've talked about him a couple times, but Darnell up front, basically the leader of this Calvary 19. But he's a dog out there, and he's going to lead that offensive line and make sure everybody gets the right blocks called as they line back up. Trips again out wide to the right, one single wide to the boundary over here on the left. Drop back from Wilkinson, throws it deep to the left. He's got, and looks like we're going to get interference as we got a flag thrown by the official intended for Luke Scoggins. He was running down that left sideline. He had a step or two on the DB back then as he got back there, but DB never did turn his face around. A little bit of face guarding going on. Never tried to make a play on the ball. So looks like it's going to be an interference call on Stratford.
Yeah, and it's always hard as a DB with a slightly underthrown ball there on a deep one because especially when you're a receiver that you're covering gets a step on you like Luke Scoggins just had. You're trying to catch up. You're trying to stay in that play, but when that's underthrown, the receiver's going to come right back into you. If you don't turn your head, you're kind of screwed.
That's one of the hardest throws to defend in any level is that back shoulder throw. Even though that one, the back shoulder is just a little underthrown, same concept. DBs running with the receiver, unable to make the adjustment as the ball gets closer. But now we got Calvary lining back up. We got Twins over to the right-hand side. 1H back up between the left tackle and left guard, and a single wide out to the left for Calvary. Wilkinson with Lewis behind him in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, throws it out wide to Jakari Harris. And he's unable to break the tackle. He'll get a gain of about 1 yard out wide right and set up 2nd and 9 from the 19-yard line. After that 15-yard penalty set him up. They're basically in the red zone now. Let's see what Coach Brunson has lined up for him from here.
Yeah, and I think that play easily could have gotten about 5-6 more yards there. That ball just slightly thrown behind him. If he leads him with that, I think definitely he can break one off.
Oh, yeah, it was a little bit behind him, a little bit of a floater there from Wilkinson. Next time, it's just one of those things where I coached back in the day, but it was one of those things where it's like if it's a quick out throw to a back like that, it don't matter if you've got the seams or not. As soon as you catch that snap, get it out there quick as you can.
Yeah.
Wilkinson looking for the call from Brunson over here with the audible. We got trips to the left, one single wide right. Lewis in the backfield, Wilkinson from the pistol formation. Throw out to the left, Jakari Harris with the catch. Breaks the tackle with a stiff arm, unable to get much more as he loses a yard on that one. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll keep it now 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10 as they go back to the 20-yard line. Also one for Jakari Harris. Big play there from that out wide by Stratford to be able to get him to make that tackle on that screen.
Yeah, and that first guy was able just to slow him down enough to get a couple more in there to finish off the tackle. As a defense, that's what you want to do. You want to have somebody just get there and give the rest of your team some time to help you out.
Oh, yeah, it's all about swarming at that point. You always taught on defense swarm, and that's what they did on that one. First guy got stiff arm, brought to the ground. He's able to break it, but by that time, 3 more were coming. Trips right, 3rd and 10 now from the 20-yard line. Braxton tries to get rid of it quickly, and that's going to fall to the ground. He had 2-3 guys coming in his face. A lot of pressure there from Braden Hunley and Maddox Whitehead, able to get back there in Wilkinson's face. That'll set him up 4th down. Looks like Calvary's going to bring out the kick team, try the field goal here, get some points on the board.
Yeah, and Wilkinson, little uncharacteristic of him just to be missing those types of throws. Usually he's automatic from that little range, but that's just something that I think he'll pick it up as the game keeps going. But the important thing is Calvary just needs to put some points on the board here.
Yeah, it seems like at this point, Calvary started off 5-0 on the year. They've lost the last 4. So you start to wonder if that's in the head of the quarterback at this point, with the interceptions, a couple of mistakes. Kick up, and that's going to be wide to the left as that one's missed by Tylon Davison, the 5'11 senior, unable to get that one through. So 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's just 7-0. And we'll go on break here. 7-0 Stratford ahead of Calvary on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston.
And handoff to the left side for Stratford as we're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Big first down run there from Jet. Oh, I have a.
I believe that was Aaron Jefferson there.
Aaron Jefferson, the freshman. I thought I saw 0 for a second. That's why I got confused with this. Yeah, Aaron Jefferson, the freshman running back for Stratford. Hand it off again, left tackle. As he tries to get upfield, and he stopped right there, probably about 1 yard gain for Jefferson. Good job by the defense to get up there and stop him after that first down run.
And it's good to see some success in the run game from Stratford, losing their star running back.
Yeah, especially with the playoffs coming up. Little fake handoff, roll out to the left from Johnson. And he's going to be taken down to the backfield. Another big sack from the Calvary Knights. Jack Evans back there again. Another big one for the defensive end from Calvary. And with that one, that's a perfect way to end this first quarter here. As we get ready here for the second quarter, 7-0 Stratford. 3rd and long coming up for Stratford Academy here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the mid-size Chevy Colorado ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
And we're back here for the start of the second quarter at Calvary Christian School here in Columbus, Georgia. 7-0 Stratford, but it's 3rd and 22. Let's see what they got cooked up here. Trips to the right. Johnson. Draw hand off to Jefferson as he breaks it. The freshman able to get the first down. You hate to see that on the ground on a draw. 3rd and 22. Gets it all the way to the 45 for a first down.
Especially after that big sack to end the first quarter from Jack Evans, you know, you're having success getting in the backfield, and then right there, that draw, that's something that can easily suck the life out of a defense.
Yeah, they spread out the Calvary defense there, and he was able to go right up the middle on the draw, got past the front line. By that time, it was just breaking tackles in the second level. Hand off this time to the running back as he goes off tackle to the left there. Is there Ryland Jones, the junior running back. Number 24 for Stratford getting that carry. Got about 2 yards on that. Will be 2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line of Stratford. Johnson back in the gun. Double twins. Drops back to pass. Throws it down the left-hand side. That was going to be caught. But looks like he's going to be about a half a yard shy of the first down from here as he's just short of midfield, maybe a yard shy. Good catch there by Josh Butts. The 5'8 junior able to make the catch there, making 3rd and short here. Big down right here for Calvary on defense.
This is a big down, but if I'm Stratford, I'm just giving it to the big running back Jefferson there. I mean, he's just proved a second ago he can break some tackles.
They just let the freshman eat, but this time they swing it out and they're going to throw it to the left-hand side. A little screen pass there, caught by George Dunn, taking up field as he's finally tackled around the 25-yard line after that big play there, about a 25-yard gain. Tackled in the secondary.
And you don't have to do anything fancy here if you're Stratford. Just take the plays that'll get you yards. Nobody said you got to have the fireworks or it's got to be pretty. Stick to the textbook, and you gonna just drive.
Yeah, exactly. Jaden Jackson on the tackle there, but you just got a little bit more focus there on those plays. But handoff up the middle, a little bit left tackle just off there on the left-hand side. Ryland Jones with another carry. About 4 or 5 yards on that one. They'll set them up 2nd and 5 as Stratford's about 21-yard line, almost in the red zone now with 10 minutes and counting in the second quarter.
Shoot, if you can get 4 or 5 yards pop, ain't nobody ever going to complain about that. No
Go
coach.
for it. Jefferson back in the backfield in the pistol. Take the handoff. Johnson pulls it and throws it out wide. Oh! Looks like Jelon Smith, the 5'8 senior, the fullback, able to catch that one down there. Got him down to about the 19-yard line. Maybe the 18, gain of 3. 3rd and 4 coming up now for Stratford. Let's see what they've got dialed up and see what Calvary does on defense to try and stop them here.
I just got to say real quick, it's real refreshing to see somebody actually use a fullback. It's been a little bit since I've seen a good fullback play.
Handoff. Got in the backfield. Big Darnell. The quickness from the defensive tackle there. Getting in the backfield, taking Jefferson down. We talked about him a couple times already. The kid's a dog out there. You love watching that kid play. The daggum 5'9", 247 pounds. Sorry, I said yards. Defensive tackle. Huge play in the backfield to set up 4th and long. Now it'll be about 4th and 6 for Stratford. Still with the offense on the field.
And I think this might just be a little bit out of field goal range here for them. But, I mean, with the success that they've had on this drive with long-distance plays, I don't blame them for this at all.
Yeah, they've been trusting their defense so far, but looks like we got a timeout here. Looks like Stratford's going to call timeout. With that one, 7-0 in favor of Stratford. We'll take a timeout here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the mid-size Chevy Colorado ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
And we're back here. It looks like Stratford decided to go with a field goal. George Dunn back with the kick. And that was through the uprights. About a 43-yard kick there. Big field goal for Stratford. Puts them up double digits. Now it's 10-0 as we get ready for the kickoff here. What do you think Calvary should do on offense to try to respond? I mean, your defense was able to hold it to a field goal after that drive. It's still 10-0 though. It's a 2-score game. You're about 1/3 of the way through the second quarter here. You expect some kind of magic on the offensive side to try to make this a ball game again.
I mean, I think the offense just needs to stay true to itself. They were having plenty of success up until they got to around 25-yard line in their own territory. So, I mean, I think you just stick to what works. But when you get near the red zone or in the red zone, you really got to lock in and make sure that you get points on the board. I mean, Calvary, we saw they missed about the same range the field goal that we just saw from Dunn hit. So, I mean, I think that Calvary they're getting to where they need to be. They're just not capitalizing on it.
Yeah, and that's going to be huge for them right now because you see a lot of offense, especially whether it's the high school, the college level. From the 20 to the 20, they can pretty much do what they want to. But that red zone, for some reason, it's like once it kind of closes in on them, they change their game plan up, change their scheme up, and it just doesn't work out. So let's see what Calvary has for the answer here. Kickoff. Taken back around the 3-yard line as he goes up the middle. Breaks the tackle. Good return there from Ja'Cory Harris, able to get up to about the 27-yard line. About a 23-yard, 24-yard return for the Calvary Knights. Now set them up here with 8:16 to go in the second quarter, 10-0 in favor of Stratford. Let's see what they got as far as answers go on the offensive side to try and get one in the end zone here, get some points on the board before the half.
And I think even 3, they'll take 3 right here. I mean, they're not out of this game whatsoever. But like you said, they really have to get some points on the board before halftime.
And I mean, it's one of those things where it's like if you want to take your time getting them, you get the ball back first in the second half. So you get points on the board here, try and get it down under 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half. Make it a long 7.5 minute drive. You got a chance to take a hold of this game in the second half. Wilkinson back at quarterback. Looks like got double twins out there. Motion to the left-hand side from Nate Stokes. So it goes now trips left. Scoggins by himself on the right. Toss out wide to Ja'Cory Harris. No gain on that one as he gets back about to the line of scrimmage on the outside toss. Hard to beat. Looks like Stratford's got good speed on defense. You're not going to be able to just beat them just running the ball out wide.
Yeah, and I was about to say, I really think that where Calvary's going to find their success is those little 6 to about 8 yard passes. Just take them in the mid-range, get chunk yardage each time, and I mean, I think everything has got to be 4-down territory unless they get stopped right here, of course. But I mean, if they get up near the 50, everything's got to be 4 downs.
And without your star out there, Jamar Williams, I mean, it's one of those things where earlier in the season I saw a lot more of the quick throws, kind of an extension of the run game for Calvary. You don't see that so much tonight so far as they go back double twins after the motion. One back in the backfield. Wilkinson drops back, looks to the left, throws just short. If it had been a little bit of a better throw, looks like it was Luke Scoggins again down there. Scoggins getting a lot of action his first game back this year after playing the first 5 games or 5 wins. Really looking like a playmaker out there. He's kind of bringing the defense to him, but just underthrown there. Like you said, uncharacteristic so far, Braxton Wilkinson tonight. Scoggins would have been to the house if he'd have thrown to the head of him and let him just run up under it.
Absolutely, and credit to Cale Smith there on the defense, just getting his hand in there, making sure he played the ball and not the receiver and not draw a flag. So that was very well done by him.
Learned from that first drive, whatever they got down there with that pass interference call. Yep. Trips to the right for Calvary here from the 27-yard line, 3rd and 10. Fakes the handoff. Wilkinson with the screen to Ja'Cory Harris. Unable to make the correct blocks there. Looks like Colton Whittington came up from the free safety position to make the tackle in the backfield. So he ends up losing about a yard or two. That's going to set it up for a 4th and long 11 now. Calvary 3 and out. No answer after the field goal there. Unable to do anything with the balls. They're back at the 26-yard line, about to punt it off.
And again, just another slightly misthrown ball by Wilkinson. It just is. That's the story really of this first half. Is Calvary's offense they're calling good plays. It's just slightly better thrown balls, and I think it would be a whole different ball game right now.
I'm with you on that one there. Oh, looks like we're going to get a little catcher interference there. George Dunn was waving the hand in the air for the fair catch. Calvary Knights unable to stop in their pursuit, slide into them.
That looked like
Big mistake there. That's going to be at about 15 yards extra right there.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks like that was Caleb Lewis there on the penalty. Again, just one of those discipline things, something that you can easily stop, but that's another 15 yards, and now Stratford is going to be in their own territory across the 50.
Oh, yeah, they're going to drop it across. Looks like the officials are talking out of C. Make sure it was a fair catch called. I saw the hand go up.
Yeah.
You know, even though it was, I mean, as long as it's before the ball gets there, it doesn't matter if it's a half a second or 1 second, 2 seconds.
Yeah, he definitely signaled for the fair catch, I believe.
Yeah, so we got catcher's interference here, and it's going to be that penalty. It's going to come from the 37-yard line. Probably going to mark them off. If it's 15 yards, it's going to come across to the 48-yard line of Calvary. Coach Brunson looking for an explanation here to figure out what happened, but really there's nothing to argue about on this one. I mean, it was basically, we saw it up here. I understand, want to talk to the official, trying to see if you can figure out, get in the ear a little bit, try to change the call up, but we saw from here it was
pretty blatant,
but it was it was obvious.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, nonetheless, it's something that Calvary just could not let happen. Stratford now on their own 48, 6:27 left. I mean, they're really rolling.
Oh, yeah, they could make this a 3-score game right here. But you want to try to see, all right, so this is the time here. You've got a little bit of time to talk as a defense out there. You've got Darnell Washington, Jack Evans, who's had an amazing first half so far with 2 sacks. You've got some great defensive players out there, Jaden Jackson. You got the big hoss there in the middle. I mean,
You got Jack Evans, who's already got a couple sacks on the defense.
oh, exactly. I mean, it's one of those things where do they get together, come together, talk. I mean, it's like we talked about earlier. You got a lot of the two-way players. I mean, you still got Jakari Harris out there playing defensive back for the Calvary defense. I mean, a lot of these guys are two-way. They know what to do. It's the 10th game of the year. You know, step it on up. Let's play some defense here to get this ball back. As they finally figure it out and start marking off the ball here, 15 yards. Looks like it should be about, 48-yard line of Calvary. So now that we got that all figured out, we can get ready for another possession here. Notice that throughout the season so far, the officials do tend to take their time around Muskogee County, but Stratford lining up, wing right, tight end right, pistol formation, twins to the right as well. So you want to look for this tackle eligible here on the left-hand side. Hand off to Jefferson. He goes off tackle. Gets about 8 or 9 on that one as he crosses the 40, goes inside of it. About the 39.5. It'll set up 2nd and 2.
We were really talking about Jefferson before the game, and we had heard that he's a dog, but his height and weight aren't listed here. But big running back for a freshman.
Yeah, for a freshman kid, he's a hoss back there. I hate to see what he's going to look like in 3 years. So, well, actually, I ain't gonna say I hate to see what he looks like. I look forward to seeing what he's going to look like in 3 years as a senior. But that one thrown across the middle by Johnston. That one was dropped by George Dunn across the middle, wide open. He was upset about letting that one go. Could have been an easy first down, maybe taking that one to the house. But now it's 3rd and 2 for Stratford. They line up double wing to the right. 2 H-backs back there. You got one single wide out here to the left. Thrown by Johnson. And a big hit made by Jakari Harris. And George Dunn's still down. Let's hope he's okay as he's going to be down. That's going to be looks like we're going to have an injury timeout out here. And it looks like with the trainers coming out, we're going to take a Jack Houston Memorial injury timeout. And we'll be back here in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Yeah. And we're back here. Looks like George Dunn able to make it to the sidelines with a little bit of assistance. Hopefully he'll be okay. Could have easily looked like what would have been a concussion of some sort, but hopefully not because we want everybody to come away healthy. But big hit by Jakari Harris on that incomplete pass. Setting up 4th and 2 here. The offense staying on the field for Stratford. I expect it to be off tackle to Jefferson at this point. The freshman, as they go fullback formation, power I. And he just takes off tackle off to the right, breaks a couple of them, keeps going. Just got tripped up down there by Caleb Lewis. As he gets down to the backfield, the kid runs tough. The legs didn't stop. Started up around the 35-yard line. Ends up down at the 21. Big 14-yard play on 4th and 2. As they line back up, I formation, hand off to Morris Butler there. He'll get a couple yards. That'll line it up inside the 20 about, around the 19, but it'll be 2nd down and 9. Calvary bringing in a couple substitutions here, and Stratford getting a signal in from the sidelines.
Stratford's really been mixing up the play call and running a little bit more smash mouth football here in this drive compared to the air raid offense that we saw earlier.
Oh, exactly. They're mixing it up, keeping Calvary off balance. That's another handoff left tackle to Ryland Jones. Looks like he missed a bounce out opportunity there. Had everybody collapsed in, nobody really containing on the left hand side. Thankfully for Calvary, he stayed inside, got about a 2-yard gain, setting up now 3rd and a long 7. Down to 4:45 and counting here in the second quarter. 3rd and long here. Let's see what Calvary does defensively. Stratford trips to the left, one single wide out right. Johnson in the gun, rolls out to the left, looks back to the right, tipped up in the air, but it's still caught. Jack Evans with the tip. He got it up in the air, but it was still caught there by Josh Butts. But the deflection gave the defense time to maybe make a move, collect themselves, get over to Butts, and keep it to a minimal gain. Set up now 4th and 6 for Stratford. Good play by Evans again.
Yeah, we saw George Dunn come in earlier and nail a kick from about this range. Dunn was the one that just went down, so I can't tell if that's him out there about to attempt it.
See if it is. He's a toughie. Looks like it. Yeah, he's still got a little bit of a limp to him, but looks like he recovered. Thankfully, it wasn't a concussion because he wouldn't be out there. So thank God for that one. Done with the kick. Through the uprights, another big one there. About a 34-yard field goal there for Stratford. And that puts them up 13, but good stop there from Calvary to be able to keep it from being 7. Keeps it a 2-score game. And with that, we'll take a break here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the midsize Chevy Colorado ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends.
And we're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Kickoff. Taken by Jakari Harris about the 5-yard line. He cuts upfield near the right hash. Finds a seam. He's able to break one. Unable to get past the kicker and a couple of the Stratford Academy tacklers. But he crosses midfield, and that's going to put it at the Stratford 48-yard line. Great field position. Best starting field position for Calvary so far today. 3:28 to go. You got plenty of time to get a score and make it a 1-score game before the half.
You do, and this feels like it's so much worse than it actually is. Calvary only down 13. That's a two-score game there. So Calvary's not out of this. They do get ball at half. They kick to begin the game. So if you can punch this in to the end zone, you come out at half, score again, you could potentially be on top.
Exactly. That's one of those things that little swing right there at the end of one half, beginning of the next one, that's always crucial in football, especially in what could be close games here. As Calvary lines up on the Stratford 48. Wilkinson back in the gun. We've got double twins now as they get a late substitution from Jaden Jackson. Looks like Stokes in the backfield, possibly. Scoggins motions across, fakes the jet sweep to him, and Braxton, nothing doing up the middle. First attack there by Braden Hundley. He's able to get upfield and cause a little bit of havoc in the middle there. No real gain there, maybe a 1/3 of a yard for Wilkinson on that one, setting up 2nd and 9 now, 2nd and long 9, almost 10.
And this is a heck of a job so far from the Stratford defensive front. I mean, they are just getting to the ball so quick, not allowing Calvary to break off anything big.
Yeah, you look at that Stratford defensive front, there's not a whole – usually on a lot of teams you see a lot of meat up front. They go with speed. They're shooting gaps. They're finding lanes, and they're causing penetration, trying to get into the backfield and stop Calvary from getting any kind of momentum with just basically a 3-man front. Go back. Double. Got twins to the left, H-back. Wilkinson drops back, throws it across. That was tipped up in the air. Almost intercepted. Big play from Travis Duggar. Looks like he got up, made the tip, fell to the ground. The ball almost fell right back in his stomach. Unable to come up with the play. Ball rolls to the ground. Luckily for Calvary now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, and those tip balls at the line are probably the worst enemy of a quarterback. You do not want a ball to get tipped at the line because it really can go either way. We saw Stratford; it went their way. They ended up catching the ball, but I mean, 9 times out of 10, one of the defensive players is going to get to it. Whether they pick it or not, that's a different story. But they're going to get to it.
And it seems like Wilkinson's just got to get a little bit more confidence about it. He's taking a little bit too long to get the ball out, and it's starting to cost him at this point. Let's see what he comes up with here. We got another ace back, lined up just inside the right tackle. Twins to the left. Goes in the gun. Snap back to Wilkinson. He drops back, looks right, looks to the left, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. As that defensive front again, first one to get to him was Maddox Whitehead, then Braden Huntley able to finish it off. Big sack there, drops him back to the 42-yard line of Calvary. About a 10-yard loss is going to set him up 4th and 20 now. And Stratford calls timeout. And while they're on timeout, getting ready to get the ball here with a punt, 2:12 remaining, we'll be back here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence always.
Real recognize real. Real.
And we're back from the timeout. Calvary lined up to punt here, down 13-0 to Stratford. 2:12 remaining from the 42-yard line. Punt. That one's going to be petered, and it's going to go out of bounds. Short punt from Braxton Wilkinson. It's going to go out about the 31-yard line. So about a 27-yard punt from Wilkinson and the Calvary Knights is going to set them up. Stratford here looking to try to score again. 2:02 remaining in the first half. Up 2 scores, trying to make it a 3-score ball game before they head to the locker room.
Yeah, and they've got great field position to do so. I know we were just talking up here. It looked like there could have been a face mask called there. There wasn't on that tackle on Wilkinson, but I mean, you can only take what the refs are going to give you.
Exactly.
You can't control what the refs are going to call or not call. So Stratford did what they had to do, got their offense on the field with plenty of time, can really extend this lead going into half.
And they line up now from the 31-yard line, double twins. Looks like we could have had a false start on the running back, but he ends up going in motion. Fake the swing out to him. Johnson rolling to the right, taken down in the backfield. Zach Evans with his 3rd sack of the game. Chasing down Johnson. It's going to be about a 7-yard loss. Back to the 24-yard line. It'll set him up 2nd and 17 from there. Evans again, great first half so far. 3 sacks for the young man for the Calvary Knights. Double twins now. Clock running down. Johnson sends a running back out wide. Swing pass. Out to Ryland Jones. As he gets to the sideline, breaks a couple tackles. Gets past the first down marker to the 45, but he doesn't go out of bounds. They'll stop it for just a second to set the chains. So 1:21 remaining now. They get ready to set up at the 45-yard line.
And again, that's another mistake on the Calvary defense. I mean, long yardage, and you let them get it all back in one play.
Yeah, nobody followed him out there on the motion, man. So just quick little easy swing pass. Johnson throwing to the left-hand side. Oh, George Dunn. But now the clock's still running now. There's a 7-yard gain. Down under a minute to go here. Stratford lines back up. 2nd down and 3 from the 48-yard line of Calvary. Another swing out. Ryland swings right, but they go down the middle. Big throw there to Noah Keaton. That's going to be a first down. Looks like we're going to get another one. Stop the clock for the chains to move.
And it looks
to the 29-yard line. Looks like Stratford may just call the timeout there. Here with 43 seconds remaining and Stratford driving. What do you expect to do here now as far as the Calvary defense? They've been bend but don't break most of the first half, caused 2 field goals instead of giving up touchdowns. They basically right there at this point, you want a turnover.
Yeah, that's all they can hope for. And Stratford, with that play, just got into field goal range. We've already seen George Dunn nail 2 of them from that range, so we know he can hit it, and we know he's got plenty of leg on him. So now it's just keep on moving forward for Stratford. You know that you're in scoring territory, but as an offense, you always want to get your kicker as close as you possibly can if that's what you're going to end up going for.
Yeah, and I believe they're going to take a couple shots here. I mean, 43 seconds left. They still have a timeout remaining. So let's see what they've got cooked up here as they line back up here on offense. Trips to the left. You got one single wide out to the right, and Josh Butts, who's made a couple good catches today. And they're going to throw it to him again, but that one's going to go behind him. Looks like he slipped trying to get back to the ball. Johnston, again, hurried in the backfield by Jack Evans. Got in his face, made him get rid of the ball before he wanted to, and that one got up behind it, caused an incompletion. Big second down play coming up here, but it does stop the clock for Stratford.
And Calvary's playing very well on defense from Jack Evans and Darnell Hamilton's standpoint, but the rest of the defense has got to be better.
Yeah, they get him out in space there. Big another broken tackle. Rylan Jones on the swing pass, catching it. Doesn't get out of bounds. We go down below 30 seconds now, down to the 28. Gain of about 1 or 2 on that one. That'll be 3rd and a long 8 now with 1 timeout remaining. Let's see what Stratford tries to do here. Double twins. Johnson ready to take the snap. Gets it. Looks to the left. Rolls a little bit. No containment on that right side. He's able to get it down there. Unable to catch it in the back of the end zone. George Dunn went up for it, had it in his hands, couldn't collect it as it came down to the ground. Big drop there, kept him from getting another touchdown.
Yeah, and that's a fatal mistake from Stratford. Yeah. They had plenty of time to kick a field goal at the end of this half, but as of right now, the half's over, and they're walking out of there with nothing.
Right there as the ball fell to the ground. Stratford goes into halftime, got it down near the red zone, had 1 timeout left on the board, unable to get it after the long, deep throw from Johnston. Looks like coaches are trying to argue, saying that there was 2 seconds left on the board. Referees aren't having anything of it. They said, look, it's down to 0. It's halftime. 13-0 Stratford right now. With the way it's looking, Stratford could easily be up 4 or 5 scores right now on Calvary, honestly. But Calvary able to play defense down towards the end there, keep them out of the end zone a couple times, cause a couple field goals. Now they're going to get the ball first in the second half, try to make it a 1-score game, but unable to move the ball on offense so far today. And with that right there, here at halftime, we're going to throw it to Mr. Richard Holdridge, Big Rich, with the halftime show of the Beck Center, presented by the Beck Center here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll take it to him here. Over Calvary. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm ready. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Halftime Update Show presented by the Beck Center. We are live here at Otis Spencer Stadium. Right behind me is Shaw and Kendrick, and they are scoreless in the first quarter. We have got so many games to get to, but we are going to start with the game that started at 5 o'clock because we have a doubleheader here at Otis Spencer Stadium. Thurp Behrens and I were on the call for Columbus and Spencer, and the Spencer Green Wave get a dominant 28-0 win over the Columbus Blue Devils to push their record to 5-4. Columbus falls to 7-2, and Spencer will play Hardaway next week. Columbus will take on Sumter County. Let's take a look at the Thursday games. Carver ended up defeating Jordan 75-0, and they will play Kendrick next week. And Sumter County was able to get the big win over Hardaway 65-0. And also, Troup County gets the 48-14 win over Spalding. They got the massive showdown against Sandy Creek next week. All right, so the game that we're watching right now, they're getting close. It looks like Shaw has just scored a touchdown. As you can see the lights flickering in the stadium, and the Shaw Raiders take the 6-0 lead. You're getting score updates in real time here, live at Otis Spencer Stadium. Let's take a look at some of the games from around the Chattahoochee Valley. Pacelli leading Westfield 15-7. This one 15-10 rather, as this one is about to approach halftime. And we'll try to get you a score update. Dave Plata and Brett Taylor on the call. Pacelli and Westfield School. And let's take a look. Brookstone leading Strong Rock at Mack Strong Stadium. It's their homecoming. Brookstone leads 13-0 at the half. We also have Stratford leading Calvary Christian by a score of 13-0 as well. Up in the county, as it is senior night for Harris County, Rick Beach on the call. Harris County, they were down 7-0 to Mundy's Mill. They have scored 14 unanswered points to take the 14-7 lead. And in the third quarter, we got Jonesboro leading Northside up at Kinnett Stadium, 28-14. As we'll try to get the score updates as they continue rolling in here. TC, Britton Field, Panther Stadium, Mike Peacock on the call. Enterprise leading Smith Station by a score of 7-0. And we've got another game that is underway, trying to get a score update for Russell County and Rehoboth. So far 0-0, as we'll try to get a score update on that. Oh, we got another score update as Enterprise now leads Smith Station by a score of 14-0. And Shaw just kicked the extra point. They lead Kendrick 7-0. Kendrick getting the ball. I tell you, this is a great atmosphere. We want to thank Roger Beck really for allowing us to go mobile. The Beck Center, it's a wonderful state-of-the-art facility, a center for academic and athletic excellence. We normally do the show at the Beck Center studios, but right now we are on location, Otis Spencer Stadium. What we're going to do, we're going to take a break, and we come back, we'll have more score updates for you right here on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Halftime Update Show, presented by the Beck Center, live from Otis Spencer Stadium. Right back after this.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
A powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile. Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile. Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side.
And good evening to everybody. Welcome to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live halftime update show presented by the Beck Center, live from Otis Spencer Stadium. You could see Shaw is leading Kendrick 7-0. Earlier today, Thrip Behringer and I were on the call for the 5 o'clock game between Columbus and Spencer, and the Spencer Green Wave get the 28-0 victory to push their record to 5-4. Columbus drops to 7-2. We've got Pacelli leading Westfield School 15-10 at the half. Enterprise leading Smith Station 14-0. We've got Brookstone leading Strong Rock 13-0. Stratford leading Calvary 13-0. And Harris County leading Mundy's Mill 14-7. And we got Jonesboro leading the Northside Patriots up at Kinnett Stadium 28-14. Still yet to get a score from Russell County and Rehoboth. Russell County will actually take on Beauregard next week. We got a light schedule next week. A lot of teams. This is the last week for the GIAA. We got the first round of the GIAA playoffs next week, and we got several Muskogee County teams in action this week. Let's take a look at some of the Thursday games. Carver was able to defeat Jordan yesterday right here at Otis Spencer Stadium 75-0, and Carver clinches the region championship. They'll take on Kendrick next week before they get ready to start the playoffs. And then Sumter County, they got a big win over Hardaway, 65-0. And so Sumter County only has one loss on the season. How about the Troup County Tigers? 48-14 last night over Spalding. LaGrange has got a bye this week. They'll take on Upson Lee on Thursday. And then Troup County for the region championship, as they are going to be taking on Sandy Creek. Right now, Sandy Creek is taking on Mundy's Mill. Not Mundy's Mill, they're taking on Mary Persons. And I expect Sandy Creek and Troup County both to be undefeated next week. Callaway Stadium, cannot wait for that. But it's been so much fun to be here at Otis Spencer Stadium. And I want to thank Braden Holder really for helping out with the production, and Thrip Behringer. Really, we've had a lot of fun since we've been here calling that afternoon game. We've got Shaw Kendrick right now trying to get an update on that. Kendrick has got the football. They're trailing 7-0 to the Shaw Raiders, as Kendrick right now trying to get to 5 wins, to try to go to 5-4, as there might be an opportunity for Kendrick to maybe sneak into the playoffs. But I'm so excited that we're here. We're going to go ahead and step aside, take a break, and then when we come back, we've got more score updates live from Otis Spencer Stadium. It's the Georgia Alabama Sports Live halftime update show presented by the Beck Center. We'll be right back after this.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
And we're back here after that beautiful halftime show presented by the Big Center with Richard Holdridge, letting us know everything going on around the Georgia Alabama Sports Live area. especially here in the Valley with Georgia and Alabama. As we get ready here, 13-0, Stratford still winning here against Calvary Christian. As we just watched the band out here on the field perform for Calvary here with about 8 minutes to go. And we'd also like to bring it up here at Calvary, bring up just recently, the air has been abounding, chatter going throughout the school. The new GIAA Class 4A state softball champions, Jeff Halstead, the coach, leading his Calvary Christian Knights to a state title down at South Commons last Saturday. We were able to be down there to cover a lot of those games. Thrift and Richard were on that call for that one, as that one went to an if game as well, stayed in the stadium. 25-3 record for Calvary Knights, best season in program history, school history as far as softball goes. Halstead able to lead them down there for the state title. Again, 25-3, that's a great record. Those girls really worked hard. A lot of youth on that team, 8th, 9th, 10th graders. So we expect Calvary to be around for a while in softball. And we'll see here. Hopefully we'll be able to see this offense come out here and click and try to make this a one-score game here. It's 13-0. Calvary will come out with the ball. One score makes it a one-score game here. They try to get into the end zone. They've had a lot of issues so far in the first half. Wilkinson taking a little too long getting rid of the ball. Some of the balls floating in the air. Stratford able to move the ball on offense, especially with the freshman in at running back Jefferson filling in for the senior Tyler Stevens, who tore his ACL last week. But bend but don't break defense for Calvary, as Stratford even moved it down the field, but twice they held them to a field goal. The last right before the half, were able to stop them in the end zone on a deep pass there to keep it a 13-0 score. And with that one, as we get ready for the second half, we'll take another little break here for you as we just giving you a little update here between second, third quarters. Again, beautiful job there by Richard Holdridge with the halftime show at the Beck Center. I'd like to thank our other sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic, Valley Hospitality, all these great guys who make sure that we're able to bring these broadcasts to you so you can hear them and watch them. And we'll be back in here just a moment for the second half coverage of Calvary Christian hosting Stratford Academy, 13-0 in favor of Stratford here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital.
For game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get
Hello,
ready
everybody.
to
This
smile.
is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River,
City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent, perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to...
And we're back here for second half coverage. Stratford Academy versus the Calvary Christian Knights. Stratford with a 13-0 lead here. We got a little under 3 minutes to go before kickoff. Calvary gets the ball back first. We've seen what's happened so far in the first half. Calvary struggled to move the ball. They've had a couple of plays, been able to get it. Either a penalty, bad snap, some kind of mistake happens in order to make the ball go back, not able to keep the drive going. But here we got Stratford moving the ball. Calvary's defense, though, has kind of bailed them out a few times here. You got Jack Evans with 3 big sacks in the first half. So they were able to bend but don't break, giving up 2 field goals instead of touchdowns. So great job by Calvary on defense. What can we expect from them, the Knights, as far as coming out here second half, see what happens?
I think the main thing is win the line of scrimmage. So far, Calvary's offensive line has just gotten absolutely dominated by the defensive front of Stratford, and they're getting pressure on Braxton. And Wilkinson is the main weapon for the Knights, so getting him more time and getting him more comfortable, I really think just running a couple little 6-yard slant plays, maybe some more little wide receiver screens, get a couple blockers out front, just stuff that'll get you a few yards will build up that comfort and that confidence that Wilkinson's going to need and what Calvary's going to need in order to get ahead in this game.
And I'm hoping to see probably a little bit better of a run game from Calvary as well, because Stratford's been able to get in Wilkinson's face with basically dropping 8 3-man rush every time. I mean, as far as Stratford goes, all it's been basically up front tonight is Braden Hundley, Maddox Whitehead, Travis Duggar, basically shooting gaps, getting upfield, just pinning their ears back. Because even on run plays, or what are supposed to be run plays, it's basically just, all right, hit a gap, penetrate, cause a little bit of chaos in the backfield, make the running back think about where they need to go, slowing them down, letting the rest of the defense make the play. So far tonight, it's worked for Stratford. It's kept Calvary from being able to move the ball on a consistent basis. And also, you'll see there later on now, with it being almost second half coming up here, fourth quarter, we'll be giving out our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. So look forward for that late in the fourth quarter. We'll figure out who it's going to be. Would it be Stratford with what's going on so far tonight? I mean, we've seen George Dunn out there. He got laid out, on a pad. Jakari Harris was able to take him out. He comes back on the field after what we thought was over for him. Kicks 2 field goals for Stratford. Huge game for him. Or maybe we'll see somebody from Calvary step up here. Maybe a possible comeback. We never know. It's still early second half, still a 2-score ball game.
Yeah, and Calvary's getting the ball right now, so they could easily make this just a 1-score game here on the first drive of the second half.
And also, we'd like to thank y'all and thank Richard Holdridge for doing the halftime show presented by the Beck Center. Another beautiful job by Big Rich out there doing his thing live on location down there at Otis Spencer tonight. Again, the halftime show presented by the Beck Center. We're getting ready for second half. Kickoff coming up from Stratford. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic, and Kinetic Credit Union. And here we go, ready to start things off. The kick from Brady Flournoy. Taken back near the goal line, about the 1-2 yard line. Breaks the tackle. Spins out another one. Jaden Jackson able to get upfield, get it across the 25-yard line to about the 26, and that's where Calvary's going to start off in the second half.
Yeah, and I think Calvary just needs to build this up gradually. Don't try to get it all in one play. Like, you got to make this just a 10-play, maybe 5-6 minute drive, and that would be exactly what the doctor ordered for the Knights.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, I'd wonder. It looks like we got a penalty on the play out there. Didn't see a flag drop down. Looks like usually we see the yellow flags, but tonight I've seen pink. So I guess that's just kind of throwing me off. I'm looking for yellow. I don't see yellow. I forget it's October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So shout out to all of our moms and sisters and daughters and everybody, cousins who's had to battle through that. But that'll push them back there. It'll be about the 16-yard line now after the penalty. And that's where Calvary will start off here. Looks like Jaden Jackson in the backfield for Calvary next to Braden Braxton Wilkinson. Double twins for Calvary. Motion to the right-hand side but they hand it off to Jackson. Gets off tackle. Gets up to about the 20-yard line for a gain of 4. Nice little gain there. All you need is 4 or 5 yards of play. Just kind of get the run game developed. That's what they've kind of missed there in the first half, getting that run game going.
Yeah, especially as a running back, you'll see the elite running backs in the NFL. They'll average about 4 or 5 yards play. You don't have to get 10, 15. Just build at it. Be sure to get them first downs. Just march your way down the field.
You average 4 yards. That's 12 yards every 3 plays. That's first downs all day long. Let's see what they do here. Double twins again for the Knights. Jackson in the backfield next to Wilkinson. Gets a snap. Looks left. Looks back right. Rolls to the right. Tries to evade pressure. Been chased by Travis Duggar, and he throws that one down to the sideline. Able to get it past the line of scrimmage as he was outside the tackle box. It should not be intentional grounding on that one, but it will be an incomplete pass to set up 3rd and 6 for Calvary here. Again, that 3-man rush getting in the backfield for Stratford.
Yeah, and that's that O-line for Calvary. Really got to lock in here in the second half and allow Wilkinson to not have to tire himself out by running sideline to sideline and evading tackles.
Yeah, I mean, you've got like Hamilton Snow over there, the 6'4", 330-pound right tackle. Right now, Travis Duggar over there, the junior playing the end, is able to just pretty much just use his speed and get by him every play. Snow's going to have to work on a kick step or something to get outside, maybe a little bit quicker, drop back a little bit further back instead of going out wide to the right. take it further backwards of a kick step and be able to get some kind of pressure, keep the pressure from coming from Duggar, basically. 3-man front again. We got double twins again here for Calvary. 3rd and 6, step back from Wilkinson. Throws it left-hand side. Brought down around the 25-yard line. Looks like he's going to be about a yard shy. That was Luke Scoggins able to make the catch, but he's going to be a yard shy. He's going to set up 4th down. Let's see what Coach Brunson has cooked up, if he wants to go for it on 4th and 1 or try to punt it. Looks like they're going to punt it here as they bring out the punt team.
And I don't hate this decision by Coach Brunson. You know, if your offense was able to fire at a little bit higher caliber this game, then I could see him going for it, just get a yard. But, I mean, even that's been tough for Calvary so far, especially in the run game.
And especially right now, I mean, it's still a 2-score ball game. It's early. Your defense has done a pretty good job. Let them try to get the ball back for you here. Calls a 3-and-out possibly. Punt from Wilkinson. That one goes down deep. It's going to take a Calvary bounce, and it's going to roll on down towards the 20-yard line, probably about the 23. And that's where Stratford's going to take over. Big punt there from Wilkinson. His best punt of the day by far. Usually we see Griffin Snow back there punting sometimes. Hadn't seen him punt today. I've seen Wilkinson out there all day long, but actually a couple of games we covered, we haven't seen too many punts at all from Calvary able to move the ball, but Stratford doing a great job on defense so far, especially with that 3-man front, dropping back 8, making Wilkinson have to think a little bit. And that speed off the edge with Duggar beating Snow at right tackle. Unable to get much going on offense for Calvary, but now we got Stratford lining up here from the 23. Let's go back pistol formation with Jefferson behind Johnston in the backfield. Twins to the left. Jefferson gets the handoff off tackle to the left, and he gets upfield to about the 30-yard line. Almost broke it there. He gets about 7 on that one, sets him up now, about 2nd and 3. The freshman doing his thing still.
And so far, Aaron Jefferson has been the guy to beat on that Stratford offense, just taking whatever he wants right now.
Another one. He breaks a tackle. He knocks Griffin Snow back. Now he's just dragging people as he crosses midfield.
There was a flag thrown.
Let's see what the flag is going to be there, but Jefferson broke the tackle of Griffin Snow, just pretty much knocked Snow on his back, kept moving, was able to carry the free safety for about another 7 or 8 yards, get across midfield down to the 47-yard line, 48-yard line of Calvary. And it looks like it's actually a penalty on Calvary. It's going to tack on a couple more there. Face mask penalty. So that's another 15 yards. That's going to move them down to about the 33, 32-yard line.
And that's field goal range there for George Dunn. We've already seen him nail 2 so far. But, I mean, right on cue, Aaron Jefferson breaks off another big one. Right as I was saying, right now he's just taking whatever he wants.
Well, exactly. It seems like, I mean, with the face mask call, I guess they figured we have to find some way to bring this man down, even if it is a face mask. Handoff, right tackle. Rylan Jones able to get outside. Unable to break that one. The free safety coming down to make the tackle there, holding it to about a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 28-yard line. The line back up. Jefferson back there in the backfield again in the pistol formation. Trips to the right with the X back in tight. Handoff. Jefferson goes off tackle, cuts up inside. And he's going to get another first down for Stratford there as they get down inside the red zone, about the 17-yard line. Big run from the freshman.
And Jefferson's playing far more wise beyond his years, just a freshman. And, you know, he's pulling off veteran moves from the running back position. Keeping his feet moving, that's the most important thing. He's picking up 3 or 4 extra yards.
Handoff, right tackle. That one goes to Sanford Horn, the junior, able to get up in there. Touchdown, Stratford Academy. Sanford Horn, the 5'7" junior running back, coming in to spell Jefferson. Jefferson said, man, that was supposed to be my touchdown. Sanford Horn took it from him, got the touchdown, puts Stratford up 19-0 now as they get ready for the extra point.
And, you know, early on we saw Stratford kind of outside of their comfort zone passing a lot. But that right there was more of what they've been doing all season. What they've been succeeding at is those yards on the ground. They've got some tough running backs. They're proving that here tonight. And they just punched one in from what, 20 plus? So now can extend this lead 20-0, which this is going to be hard for Calvary to come back. It almost feels like this next drive is going to be do or die for the Knights.
That one sails through the uprights from George Dunn, the kicker, as he's got 8 points on the night so far. So it's 20-0 in favor of Stratford. 8:30 left to go in the third quarter here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Here we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet.
Hello, everybody.
Planet
This is
Fitness.
DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook.
And the kickoff for Stratford is taken by Calvary. Back in the end zone, touchback. Calvary will start things off at the 20-yard line now. Big possession here. They're going to need an answer after going down 20-0.
Yeah, this is Braxton Wilkinson's time to shine. I mean, this has his name written all over it, but as we've discussed, this O-line has really got to settle in and give him time to scan the field and find the open man. But that defensive front from Stratford is just, it's lethal tonight against this Knights O-line.
Yeah, they're moving the line of scrimmage definitely with just the speed alone, being able to wreak havoc, hitting those gaps and everything. And right now, we haven't seen one of them we haven't seen a lot of is Nate Stokes back there in the backfield being able to run the ball. Jaden Jackson back there now with Wilkinson and double twins, but no run game really to speak of for Calvary so far tonight. Hand off to Jackson, goes up the middle, able to break about 2 tackles, keeps going. Gets up too close to the 30-yard line. He's going to be just shy of it, about a yard to the 29. That'll set it up 2nd and 1. Nice little 9-yard gain to start things off on this drive.
Yeah, and some good cuts there taken by Jackson to get a few more yards out of that. Right now, that's what Calvary needs. They just need anything that they can get. Any yards, really, are positive for the Knights.
And Jackson's going to come out after that play right there. Looks like he was limping a little bit. That'll put Jakari Harris in the backfield next to Wilkinson. They go back double twins again. Wilkinson set back 2nd and 1. Looks to the right, throws it to the right. Picked off. Cut in front of. Big play. Looks like Cole for Stratford able to break that one down. Cut in front of the receiver. He read it the whole way. Braxton was looking right as soon as he got the ball. Didn't look off any of the defensive backs. He knew the play was coming. As soon as they stopped over here on the right side, the receiver did a little stop route about 5-7 yards upfield. Scoggins unable to get in front of it. He just jumps in front, takes it to the house. Another quick score for Stratford. All of a sudden, goes from 13-0. If this extra point is good, now it's 27-0. That's a 4-score ball game quickly, just 4 minutes and 21 seconds into the second half. And it is. So 27-0 Stratford as we get ready here for this kickoff here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And we're back here getting ready for the kickoff from Stratford Academy after they get the pick 6 from Cole Sasser, able to break in front of Luke Scoggins and make the big play there, putting Stratford up 4 scores, 27-0 here with 7:39 to go in the third quarter. Not the start you wanted here in the second half after playing basically, I guess you could say, a B- first half for Calvary.
Yeah, and right now to start the second half, it's been an F. It just has not really been the best. We've seen what Calvary's capable of on offense, usually pretty explosive, but right now just nothing going. They can't find anything positive to go. Maybe a 9-yard run here or there, but I mean, other than that, there's really nothing going for the Knights.
And if right now, if I was to make any adjustments on offense, Stratford's running a 3-man front. They're shooting gaps. You've got the 4 linebackers out there, and basically everybody else is dropping back into coverage. Just run the ball. You get your offensive line. You got the size up front. You've got the right side with Darnell, Hamilton, and Snow. Just use those big bodies, get them to push forward. Seems like they're just kind of waiting back on pass pro, and they're just getting beat every time by that speed of the front. So go back, trips left in motion. Handoff. Jaden Jackson taken down. Gain of about 1 or 2 yards there. Big tackle from the Stratford side. Yeah, Aaron Jefferson, the freshman running back in a linebacker, and they're doing things on both sides of the ball for Stratford.
I had to double check to make sure I was reading that right. I mean, golly, what can he do?
I know. He's all over the field for Stratford. You got to think you got to deal with this kid for 3 more years. 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. Calvary trips to the left. Look like they're trying to sign up. They're going bunch formation out there. Scoggins by himself on the right-hand side. Wilkinson looks to the left, looks back to the right. Sorry, that wasn't Scoggins. That was Sawyer Talbot. Comes back, unable to corral it as that one goes through his hands towards the sideline. That'll make it 3rd down now, 3rd and 8 Calvary after another missed throw.
And that just does not help the problems whatsoever. Braxton made a great throw there, put it right where it needed to be, but receivers are dropping. Some passes are misthrown. Just there's so many problems right now on the Calvary offense that they're going to have to figure out quick if they want to try to get back in this game whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, to get back in this game or just prep for next week with the playoffs coming up. I mean, you got to make some kind of moves here, make some kind of adjustments. They're really hurting with Jamar Williams not in the game right now, and it's showing. Back in there, trips, bunch formation to the left. Wilkinson steps back, throws it just a little bit high, intended for Luke Scoggins. Unable to bring it in. That'll make it 4th down. Clock stops again, unfortunately now. It'll be 6:34 left here in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 8. It looks like the punt team's coming back out there for Calvary again. Again, Calvary, one of those things is you're going into the playoffs now. You're getting ready or hoping to get that playoff seed coming into this. Stratford number 1 in the rankings right now. But Calvary starting off the season 5-0. The way this thing's going, they're going to end it with 5 straight losses. So you got to have some kind of momentum, something here in the second half to do positive to look forward to going into next week. Another big punt by Wilkinson. That one goes down to about the 30. Reverts back a little bit to about the 32-yard line. That's where Stratford's going to start things off here. If you're on defense, you're hoping for a turnover of some sort, try and get the ball, get good field position for your offense right here.
And what Calvary's been lacking this game is that spark to just get some momentum rolling. It seems like anytime they've built up any sort of momentum, there's something that happens, whether it be a 15-yard penalty, whether it be a big-time run from Aaron Jefferson or another running back. We saw a screenplay go for 18, 20 yards to get him a 1st down. It's things that shouldn't be happening but that are really just killing the drives for Calvary.
Yeah, at this point, you're seeing a lot of dejected faces over here. You kind of want to find a way to kind of turn that around. As they hand that one off again. That one goes to Sanford Horn, unable to do much with that one. He gets about a yard on that one, maybe half a yard. The man who scored the touchdown last possession for Stratford. As they line back up, they've got Bunch trips to the left with a tight end as well. Horn in the backfield, in the pistol formation behind Johnson. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the left, got one down the field. Big catch there. Caught. Josh Butch with another big catch for Stratford. Gets down to the 34-yard line of Calvary. Another big play for Stratford in the air. They're able to do it right now they've got a multiple formation offense. They're able to do things whether it's on the ground or through the air, and they're showing that tonight so far, being able to just pretty much just pick your poison.
And that was yet another busted coverage there by Calvary. And what Stratford's been doing so well is allowing time to be able to make those reads when the coverage gets busted like that. and that was just that was a dot, to say the least.
A beautiful pass. They were able to move the pocket with Johnston. Another throw out, a little quick one. A little extension of the run game. Back to Butts again on the right-hand side. He didn't get a whole lot there, about 1.5, 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 8 now from about the 32.5-yard line. Just inside the 33 as Stratford lines back up. Sanford Horn still in the backfield. They're going trips again, bunch over here. They got 2 H-backs behind the tight end over on the left side. Hand off the Horn up the middle. Gets up to about the 30. Basically, what you saw there on that play is when they ran the ball, Stratford's offensive line pushed that line of scrimmage almost to the 30, where Sanford was tackled. He wasn't he went down as soon as he was touched, but he wasn't touched till he was 3 yards downfield.
Yeah, and even though there were 2 halfbacks there come in, they're so big, it's almost like they went into jumbo package there.
Yeah, it looks like they're going back with it again. Sanford Horn. Fake. Johnston tries to break it. He rolls to the left. Jack Evans gets back there. Finished up by big Darnell Hamilton. As they both get half a sack there. Hamilton getting in on the damn coverage there. But Jack Evans, 3.5 sacks now so far this game. Been the lone bright spot on that defense for Calvary.
Yeah, and we've called their team names plenty tonight. They have been really just eating on defense, but the bad thing is it's really just been those 2. You've got to have your entire defense firing on all cylinders, not just 2 guys. 2 guys are not going to win you the football game.
Nah, that's true, but luckily for Calvary there, it sets up after that big one play to Butts. Unable to do anything after that. Now Stratford lined up to punt here from the 40-yard line of Calvary as they get one down there. That's going to land inside the 10. Take a little kick, little roll. It goes back about the 6-yard line, and that's where Calvary's going to have the ball. About the 6, 7-yard lines where they're going to start. Let's see what they try to do on offense here. 3:47 to go here in the third quarter. 27-0 still in favor of Stratford. If you're Coach Brunson, what are you looking for in your offense at this point? We're starting off from the 7-yard line.
I think for this first down, you got to get it on the ground. You got to give your quarterback some room to try and get a throw. But, I expect some deep shots to be taken here, maybe some play action plays. But for right now, I think it's just handoffs until they can get the first down.
Yeah, you want to plow at this point. You're back there towards your own end zone. Looks like they're going out wide to the boundary with 2 twins out there. You got twins to the right, double twins. Braxton Wilkinson in the gun. Takes the snap. Got the handoff up the middle. Able to break one tackle. Not able to break another one as he gets up to about the 13-yard line. Jaden Jackson able to get a little bit of room there. Got about 6.5 yards. Set it up about 2nd and a long 3 now. Basically what you wanted to do there, that first play, you wanted to get some kind of positive on the run. Only thing they had to do is stick to it. Stick to that run. I guess you can call me an old head. I'm all about, running the ball, ground game, get that clock down, keep them from getting the ball back. Calvary's kind of stayed away from that run game a whole lot today.
Yeah, and it's not like Calvary's run game, when they decide to run it, has been dormant at all. They're getting good chunk plays, just abandoning the run as quick as they start.
That time, another handoff to Jackson. Nothing doing on that one. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Pinched in there by that defense. Braden Hunley, Sanford Horn again, the running back, able to get up there and finish that play off from the outside linebacker position. Again, the fun thing you see about this at this level with new GIAA, you see a lot of 2A players on both sides of the ball. Calvary's got 4 or 5 that play both offense and defense starting. Looks like Stratford's the same way with some of the guys you see out here, especially the skill players.
Yes.
Pushing back in, trips to the left for Calvary. Jaden Jackson next to Wilkinson in the backfield. Takes a snap, looks to the left, throws it. Over to the left-hand side. He breaks the tackle. Gets up. It's going to be a first down for Calvary. Big reception there by Nate Stokes. We brought him up earlier. Even though it was a reception and not a carry, he's one of those players that Calvary needs to lean on as far as playmaking skills go and ability to be out there and get in open space and make plays on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and Stokes is a more stocky type of player. He's not the tallest, but he's strong, and he's able to really just get that low center of gravity and duck his head, get the few extra yards. Great power back, but Calvary just has not been leaning on him at all tonight.
And they'll line up now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line as they go double twins again. Wilkinson back ready to take the snap in the gun. Takes a snap, handoff. Jackson not able to do much there as he gets about 2 as he crosses the 25 to the 26-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 8 now. Or that was Nate Stokes, I'm sorry, that carried the ball there, not Jackson.
And I expect a Braxton Wilkinson shot downfield here. You know it's coming. He's got plenty of space now. They've done exactly what they needed to do on the ground. Not a whole lot of time here left in the third, so he's got to make something happen quick.
Okay, we're down to a minute to go here. 2nd and 8 as they line back up, double twins. Fakes the handoff, throws it down deep to the right-hand side there. Sawyer Talbot makes the catch. Big catch there from Talbot. I believe that's the first time we've called his name tonight as far as the reception goes. Sawyer Talbot, the 6-foot junior, able to get down there on the sideline, catches the ball as they cross midfield. Stratford 45-yard line, 1st and 10 now, 49 seconds left to go in the first. Something positive for the Calvary offense there.
And that was right on cue as well,
Hey, you called the deep ball there. He just kind of threw it up. He picked a spot, threw it to it. Sawyer happened to be there.
And he did not underthrow that one. That was the big thing.
Trips to the left now for Calvary as they line up 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of Stratford. Hand it off. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. As he gets swarmed, Nate Stokes does. Braden Hunley, Maddox Whitehead, Sanford Horn all come in on the tackle. Stop him in at the line of scrimmage there as Darnell Hamilton checks back into the game to go to the offensive line. Andrew Wells comes to the sideline. Stratford still the 3-man front. I mean, why change it? It's worked all night long for you. And that right there will be the horn to be the end of the third quarter. As we go into the fourth quarter, here's 27-0 Stratford over Calvary Christian on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Back here as we get ready for the fourth quarter. 12 minutes left to go here in the game. Stratford Academy up 27-0 over Calvary, but Calvary moving the ball. They didn't get anything on that last play, but able to get across midfield into Stratford territory, setting things up. 2nd and 10 now from the 45-yard line. What can we expect coming out of the break here for Calvary on this next play?
I think just, after Wilkinson just completed a long 22-yard pass, I think let him air it out a little bit more. I mean, you've only got 12 minutes. You're down 27, so you need something to go your way quick. And so I expect for another play action shot.
And Calvary lining up trips to the left. Stokes in the backfield next to Wilkinson. We got motion from Caleb Lewis as he goes to the right-hand side. Wilkinson unable to get anywhere. Taken down in the backfield. Another sack from Maddox Whitehead. The 6'2" senior getting back there and causing pressure. He's been back there all night long. I mean, between him, Braden Hunley, Travis Duggar, that 3-man front for Stratford's been able to do damage, just hitting gaps, causing a lot of penetration, causing a lot of havoc and chaos in the backfield for Calvary. Does it again there as Maddox Whitehead with another big sack there, causing 3rd down and very long as they got all the way back to the 42-yard line of Calvary. So that was about a 13-yard loss on that sack. It sets it up now 3rd and 23. Trips to the left for Calvary. One single out wide. Sorry, we got 5 wide. 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Wilkinson throws it up in the air. That one's going to be caught. Down at the 30-yard line. Big play there. Big catch from Caleb Lewis.
Flag was also thrown. I'm almost wondering if they're going to call unnecessary roughness or
I think the defensive back maybe had gotten to him just a little bit before the ball got there. They might call either a pass interference, but it's probably going to get nullified. Probably a decline on that one after he got the first down. Big play there over the middle. Personal foul.
So it looked like it was an unnecessary roughness call. I mean, it looked like a pretty clean hit to me. Just kind of hit him in the back. Normal. I'm not sure the call, but I mean, it's like I said earlier. You can't help what the refs call.
Yeah.
You gotta just keep playing your game, and if it goes your way, it goes your way. If it don't, it don't. But
Yeah.
don't rely on the refs to be 100% accurate.
Yeah, if we're able to look at that one, or what we could see kind of where maybe did consider him defenseless as he was going up in the air to make the catch when he hit him in the back, but we're not sure. But 15 yards gets tacked on. That moves Calvary down to the 15-yard line inside the red zone, I believe, for the first time today. Wilkinson back there in the backfield, double twins. They hand it off. Nothing doing as he may have lost a yard or a half a yard. Looks like his leg maybe cramping up on him a little bit there after the run. Nate Stokes just got back to the line of scrimmage, it seems, back to the 15-yard line as he comes out.
And you got to keep letting Wilkinson eat. He's had 2 big throws so far on this drive. Just it's time though. That's been the thing, is he has had barely any time to make anything happen in the pocket today. And so the offensive line really they've really got to pick up their blocks and make sure that 3-man front stops getting to the quarterback so quick. So because we see when Wilkinson has time to make a read, he's going to hit you. I mean, he's going to hit his guy. But when he has no time, it's hard for any quarterback at any level.
Wilkinson looks to the right-hand side, throws it across the middle. Threw it into double coverage. He was bracketed over there. Looks like Scoggins or Talbot. Sorry, it's hard to tell with some of the numbers up here, but it's intended for Sawyer Talbot. He was bracketed coverage. Had a corner underneath and a safety over the top. Wasn't a whole lot to do with that throw, but that'll make it 3rd down now, 3rd and 10. Stokes had come out of the game. That brought in Matthew Chestnut, the freshman, went back to running back. Let's see here with 3rd and 10 now. See what Calvary has lined up as Wilkinson heads back to the line of scrimmage to make the play call. Chestnut still in the game at running back. Talbot and Lewis go out wide to the right. She's got double twins. Wilkinson with the 3rd down play from the 15-yard line of Stratford. Steps back, looks to the left, throws to the left. Butts makes the defensive play, able to cut in front of Scoggins there and knock the ball down to the ground. Great defensive play from the corner there.
And it looks like it's too late to kick a field goal for Calvary here. They need 7.
Actually, we've got holding there being called by the Stratford defense. It's going to set it up. It's going to give, I believe, half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down for Calvary now. It's going to reset the thing, and it's going to be a 1st and goal now. So the Knights catch a break there, and the drive keeps going. Looks like they're going to move down to about the 7.5, 8-yard line, 1st and goal. Maybe they thought Butts knocked the ball down with his right hand. Maybe they thought his left hand had a piece of the jersey. I'm not sure. I didn't see anything, but now we've got double twins again for Calvary. Jaden Jackson with the handoff, goes up the middle, breaks one to the left-hand side. Touchdown! Jaden Jackson bounces it back on the zone read, gets it to the end zone. First score of the game here for Calvary. Makes it 27-6 as they get ready for the extra point.
And maybe that's that spark of momentum that we were saying Calvary needs, but only 9:26 left in the game, so this defense has really got to bear down and get some stops and get that offense back on the field. It's going to be hard, but they got the first part of the mission done. You had to get it in the end zone there.
And that's one of the things here is, like, even if you can't come back and make this a win, you're going into the playoffs next week, coming up with the postseason. You want some kind of momentum going into, because you're playing the number 1 ranked team in 4A NGIAA. So any kind of positive momentum is big. We're right there, 27-6 in favor of Stratford. As we'll see you back in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Yeah. And we're back here, fourth quarter, getting ready for a kickoff from the Calvary Christian Knights as they've scored their first touchdown of the game to cut the lead down to 3 scores, 27-7. Stratford still with a big lead here, 9.5 to go in the game. Let's see if there's anything to do here for Calvary. Can they get the 3 and out, hurry up and get the ball back, maybe get another quick strike?
Yeah, and a lot of positives there for the Knights there on that drive. I would say the only thing that kind of hurt them was how long it took.
Yeah.
They needed to be a little bit quicker, but if they can get off the field here in 3 downs and get their offense on, Wilkinson proven, he's getting a little bit more settled in now. But you got to keep letting him throw it.
That one's going to be fielded at the 25 by Stratford. Taken up down the right-hand side there by Rylan Jones, the backup running back. As he gets around the 43-yard line of Stratford, and that's where they're going to start off with the ball here.
And Calvary was trying hard to strip the ball there, turn it over. You're going to see a whole lot of that. Stratford's probably about to pick up some extra yards just because Calvary is trying to be aggressive, get that ball out of their hands. But this defense really needs something to go their way.
And I feel like at this point, you got a little over 9 minutes left in the game here with Stratford having the ball. It might turn into the Jefferson and Jones show in the backfield. Just hand the ball off, let that thing chew on down. Looks like they've got Sanford Horn back there running back in the pistol formation. Takes off right tackle. And he's stopped after a gain of about 3 as he gets to the 46-yard line. Darnell Hamilton in there again. But again, when you got a defensive lineman making a tackle coming forward 3 yards back, that's not good. That means they're getting shoved back. That line of scrimmage is getting moved all night long by the Stratford offensive line. They've done a beautiful job right now so far.
Yeah, and there's been a clear winner in the trenches today. It's been Stratford on both sides of the ball. I mean, offensive line is opening up the holes that those running backs need, especially when you've got a strong back like Jefferson. All your backs are strong. So if you give them a hole, they're gonna get yards. You're not gonna hit them behind the line. And so that just credit to the big boys up front. You always love to see it.
Oh yeah, you see the Stratford offensive line. Nobody's really over 220, 230. They just play low. They play strong and fast. And that was going to be handed off left hand side. Sanford Horn's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got another yard or about right out there again. So it'll be 3rd and 7 lined up. Nate Osborne able to get in on the tackle on that one to stop him at the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 7 now. Big play right here for Calvary to try to get this ball back here. Do you throw it if you're Stratford? Or do you keep the ball on the ground, try to let this clock chew down a little bit more?
Honestly, I'd put the big freshman in the game if I'm them. Just let him barrel his way through because he showed that he can still pick up yards even with 2 or 3 guys on him. He's dragging them behind him. So if I'm them, that's what I'd call. But you could also do a little play action, slant, whatever. It's wide open here.
Yeah, it looks like they've gone with Morris Butler at running back as they step back, throw from Johnston. And it's going to be just short as he was pressured back there in the backfield by Stokes. That one falls in front of Butts there near midfield. You had Levi Stokes on the coverage. But that'll cause 4th down, and it causes the play clock to stop, or the game clock to stop. 7:28 to go here. So almost like a three and out right there. Been able to stop the clock, get the ball back. Let's see if Calvary can do anything on offense. Get another score here. Make it a 2-score ball game. Punt goes away. And there's going to be a flag back there in the backfield. After the return, he picks it up, breaks a couple tackles, gets up the middle. Gets up to about the 34-yard line, but there's a flag in the backfield. And
Mike,
it's going to be a personal foul, roughing the kicker.
Mike,
So-
you got to think that's going to do it right there. That's
yeah.
that's going to be the nail in the coffin for the Knights in this game. The one thing there that you could not do, they went out and did, and I think that's just going to be that's going to be ball game. I
Yeah,
believe.
and you had two Knights back there, both run into him, knock him down, one leg in the air. That's all about protecting the kicker there. You've got one leg up in the air, you're suspended. Any kind of injury can happen. So, unfortunately for Calvary, it's 15 yards. Stratford's drive continues as they get first down. Now it'll be at the 39-yard line of Calvary. So Stratford gets to chew this clock down a little bit more, try to punch another one in the end zone here as they head back out onto the field. Johnson at quarterback in the pistol formation with Morris Butler behind him. As they go tight trips to the right with an H-back. Fumble on the ground. Looks like he was able to fall back on top of it. Morris Butler unable to collect that handoff. Still got about 2 yards on that one, maybe 2.5. It'll set it up second and a long 7.
And it seems like tonight, even the bad plays for Stratford are positive. I mean, we saw earlier, we just saw that right there, of course. We saw earlier that tip ball gets caught and he still gets about 3 yards off of it. You lose yards, you get a 30-yard run from Jefferson earlier. Like these things that could very well be drive killers. It seems like Stratford is just they are staying on top of it and making sure that they don't let it ruin their drive.
And the lone scoring drive by Calvary was assisted by 2 big penalties, basically 2 personal fouls against Stratford. Sanford Horn in the backfield, they hand the ball off. Johnson hands it to him. He goes off left side there. Gets about 4 more there. They'll set it up about 3rd and 3. Looks like we've got a player down the field for Calvary. Hopefully he'll be all right there. And we'll go ahead and go with the Jack Houston Memorial Injury Timeout. And while the trainers go out there and tend to him, we'll take a timeout here. 27-7 Stratford Academy over Calvary on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
And we're back after the injury timeout. As they tend to Nate Stokes, and he's making his way back to the sideline. The way he's walking looks like it could be a cramp of some sort. Weather's starting to cool down, but that doesn't mean the humidity went away down here in Georgia. So we go back to the gun now. H back to the left side for Stratford as they go in the gun. Sanford Horn gets the handoff, goes off left tackle. Breaks one, gets into the gap. Breaks another tackle. He's still going. Finally driven back. As he gets the first down for Stratford there, setting them up in the red zones. They got 1st and 10 from the 20 of Calvary here. 5.5 minutes left to go in the game, and the clock's just still chewing down.
And Horn's been doing a heck of a job for Stratford. He had that touchdown earlier, just had that big run. I mean, they've got so much depth at that running back position, so it's so easy to see why they're such a run-heavy offense, because when you got dudes like that can do it, 3-4 deep down the line, who's going to stop you?
Oh, exactly. I mean, then you're missing your number 1 running back in Tyler Stevens with 1,300 yards on the year. Then you go with three monsters back there in the backfield able to run the ball. There's your 4th one as he gets upfield, breaks the tackle, finally taken down as somebody's helmet goes flying. He goes inside the 5-yard line. Big game from Morris Butler. The 4th running back right now for Stratford tonight, as they pretty much went back and forth between Aaron Jefferson, Rylan Jones, Sanford Horn, and now Morris Butler. As Butler's still back there. They go with the backup quarterback. Butler stuffed in the backfield. Looks like Kason Mann went in at quarterback, the freshman for Stratford. Not sure what happened to Tucker Johnston there to come out. Maybe they just went with the backups for this drive.
Yeah, I think just resting him for the playoffs coming up. He did a great job tonight. Did exactly what he needed to do. Had a rushing touchdown, first touchdown of the game. So I think they're just giving him a little rest, giving him his flowers for an incredible game.
Oh, and they hand it back off to Butler again. He gets in there, downs into the end zone with a flip. A little bit of Randall Cunningham going on there as he gets to the end zone. Morris Butler. I mean, you basically saw it that way. 26 comes into the game, Kason Man to run at quarterback, back up. You also have the fourth running back in the game at Morris Butler. Double tights. You don't expect him to throw the ball, but still you just can't stop it. That offensive line able to push with that 7-man front with those two tights up there, able to just drive it. Butler gets in easily. He just wanted to, he wanted to make a little show out of it, get a little air time. Got a little flip in there, got the score. Now it's 33-7 as they get ready for the extra point. In the air. And that one's good by George Dunn. That makes it 34-7 in favor of Stratford here. 4:09 to go. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
I stand alone with fire and sun.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the midsize Chevy Colorado ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
And we're back here in the fourth quarter. 4:09 to go. 34-7 in favor of Stratford Academy. And the kickoff. As that one goes towards the end zone. He backs up a little bit, but he still gets to run it. Cuts up the middle, finds a seam. So we can find out who that was on the return there. He's got up to about the 30-yard line. Jaden Jackson made that return. For Calvary, got him up to the 30, nice little 30, about a 29-yard return on the kick. So with 4:01 to go here in the fourth quarter, Calvary down 4 scores, 34-7. Let's see if they try to get some kind of positive momentum going into the postseason next week.
Yeah, we were wondering what the loss of Jamar Williams was going to look like for Calvary. At first drive, they were looking promising. Started going backwards, though, and it's all been downhill from there. So his significance has definitely been shown here tonight. When he's gone, it makes an impact.
And it looks like the backups are in the game now for Calvary. Hand the ball off. That one's handed off to Matthew Chestnut, the freshman at 5'9", takes off on the right-hand side, gets about a yard, makes it 2nd and 9. So Joshua Steed, the 5'8" freshman, coming in at quarterback for Calvary right now. Getting a little playing time here late in the fourth quarter. Get a little varsity action as a freshman. Handoff. Chestnut again goes left side, cuts back up the middle. Gets about to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 6. It's always good to get it. The game's a little bit out of reach. You don't want anybody to get hurt going into the postseason as far as your starters go. So bring in the young guys. Let them get some Friday night action under their belt. So when they do get that starting playing time, it's not as nerve-wracking for them.
That's right. And Matthew Chestnut has actually had a few big plays. They'll put him in periodically, but that's a good freshman. Definitely keep your eyes out for him for the Knights in the future.
We love to see it. I love to see those young guys out there trying to fight. Sometimes it just helps just get them out there. Even back in the day, be like, you know what? If my upperclassmen aren't doing well, get the freshmen out there. At least they'll try. So got the throw from Steed. That one's just out of the hands. A little bit high there. Let's see who that was intended for. Looks like that was intended for Justin Radney. The 5'8" sophomore unable to come up with that one. It's going to set up 4th and 6, 4th and 7. And that's going to bring on the punt team for Calvary with 2:36 to go here in the fourth quarter as they get ready to kick this thing off. Looks like Stratford might just try to run this thing out at this point. And I don't believe the Calvary Knights are going to do anything as far as timeouts go to try to slow it down.
No, we knew that run into the kicker penalty was going to end any hopes of a comeback that Calvary had.
And another fair catch there by Morris Butler as he gets the ball about the 34-yard line of Stratford, and that's where they're going to start off. Yeah, that penalty kind of killed it there. That's what caused the. But again, you think about it, the 2 flags on Stratford caused that touchdown drive for Calvary in the third quarter, or the fourth, early in the fourth quarter, and then that big roughing the kicker on Calvary led to that last Stratford touchdown that Morris Butler was able to get into the end zone. So 2:28 here to go from the 34-yard line of Stratford. They get the ball. They still got their backups in the game. They go back double tight with an H-back to the right. Looks like they're bringing in another guy, one of the defenders, Braden Hunley, coming in. They go 2 H-backs. Takes off on the right-hand side, the quarterback, number 26 there, Kason Mann. As he takes in, gets up to about the 39-yard line for a gain of 5. That'll make it 2nd and 5 as a freshman getting some playing time here in the fourth quarter for Stratford.
And we've called a whole lot of freshmen on Stratford, which that tells you with this team as good as they are, especially tonight, that tells you that in the years to come, they're in real good hands.
That's what Pat McAfee would call a program. And he goes back again. Quarterback takes it himself, calls his own number. Kason Mann runs out on the right-hand side, gets across the 40 to about the 41. That'll make it 3rd and 3. As they need to get to the 44 to keep it going. We're down to 1.5 minutes to go. And with under 1.5 minutes to go, we'd like to name our Alex Quinney Good Hands All-State Player of the Game. Playing on both sides of the ball, he had a bunch of great receptions as well as some good pass breakups on the defensive side. Number 11, Josh Butts, the corner, the 5'8", 170-pound junior doing this. We could have named plenty of different guys from Stratford tonight because a lot of people touched the ball. A lot of people did things. But Butts was just consistent all night long on both sides.
Yeah, he was, and we were having a little bit of trouble, trying to figure out who we were going to name the player of the game because, like you said, so many people did so many good things for Stratford. But at the end of the day, when you're able to play consistent on both sides of the ball, like Josh Butts has done tonight, how could you not make him player of the game?
Oh, exactly. I mean, Butts was all over the field, and even Morris Butler with that last first down there to get it up to about the 48-yard line. Butler's had a great fourth quarter. I mean, we talked back and forth. It could have been Aaron Jefferson. It could have been Tucker Johnston. Could have been George Dunn doing what he did coming back from that injury earlier in the game. Right there. Kason Mann going to down it. 15 seconds and counting. That's going to be the last play of the game here. Again, that front 3 for Stratford, we could have named all 3 of them. I mean, you had Braden Hunley, Maddox Whitehead, Travis Duggar on the front half for the defensive front of Stratford, basically just wreaking havoc all night long on that Calvary Knights offense. So, if anything, you had that one offensive drive that went well for Calvary, even though it was aided by penalties. But you have something to look forward to, something to look at. One thing about this, you played the number 1 team in the state. Yes, you lost by 4 scores. But you have something you can look at as far as next week in preparation on film leading into the playoffs, probably against a team you've already seen. So you can look at what you've done. You can see what they've done, make the adjustments, go into the postseason, try and win a game or two, try and see how deep you can go in the GIAA.
And they found some momentum early on this season. Like you said, going 5-0, had plenty of momentum, and then just sort of stalled out. But compared to last season, this season was an absolute turnaround for Coach Brunson. Calvary has really found some confidence. They've got a junior quarterback, so Braxton's going to be back next year. They've got plenty of dudes, Jamar Williams Jr. So, you are getting all these guys back that have been such a big impact on your team. And we just said with Stratford, with so many freshmen and young guys, these two teams should be pretty good for the next couple of years. So I'm excited to see how far they go this year in the postseason. But really look out for them next year because I believe that this game, if they play again, will be a little bit closer.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great games in the GIAA between a lot of teams. I mean, even just the three local ones, Calvary, Brookstone, Pacelli. We've seen a lot of ones come in between Stratford Academy, First Presbyterian Day. So you're going to see a lot of action for over the next couple of years between all these teams playing against one another in the same region, trying to see who can get the higher seed in the playoffs, get the home field advantage. But right now, home field advantage didn't matter tonight. Calvary Knights come away with the loss 34-7. They dropped to 5-5. Stratford moves up to 8-2 as they get the win tonight. Again, we'd like to thank all of y'all for watching tonight, keeping up with us. And we couldn't bring this broadcast to y'all without our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Jack Houston, the Houston Clinic, Valley Hospitality, amongst others. I mean, I love being able to do this. I love being able to bring this to everybody out there, able to watch, try to get the kids' names right so mama's happy. But again, I'd like to thank you all tonight. Got Paxton Holloway with me, Ricky Rogers running the show, Kamiri and Lindsay on the camera. This is Mike Frost, and we'll see y'all next time here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your
At
thirst.
Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital.
For
Excellence
game day,
always.
work day.